Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from mid-August till the end of August. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Sagittarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Sagittarius, is the Page of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands upright. Sagittarius, your biggest challenge here from now until the end of August is the Page of Swords. This has a lot to do with you analyzing things, questioning things, looking at things in detail instead of just overlooking details. We're going to clarify this. We're going to see why it's your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Lovers, the Eight of Swords, and you have the Sun. Interesting. You entered into a relationship or you met somebody here that you felt had the potential to do that. And this all happened when you were in isolation, when you were on your own, when things were drying up in your life. And the Sun started to shine here, which looks really nice here. The Sun is one of the best cards in the tarot deck. So we're going to talk more about this when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Justice, and the Ace of Pentacles. There is an opportunity here that's showing up for you. With the Justice here in the present moment, something is finally being brought into balance for you. And this has a lot to do with Venus retrograding in Leo right now. Venus is trying to bring something back into balance. And this could have a lot to do with an opportunity that's coming in for you that's part of your karma. This could also have a lot to do with maybe a person that's coming into your life. We're going to talk more about this for you in a moment. In the near future, you have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and you have the King of Swords. So in the near future, something here becomes very difficult. And I think the reason why it becomes difficult for you, Sagittarius, is because when you start to become analytical, when you start to be logical, it's too late. And this is what this reading is trying to warn you of. It's warning you that you need to be logical from the beginning, not in the end. And this is what often happens in relationships, right? Because we get super overwhelmed emotionally by relationships and then we forget about the logic. Okay, and the Five of Cups is here, so there's some sort of, regret or some sort of disappointment. And we're going to talk about this to prepare you so that you can avoid this or you can be prepared for it when and if it does happen. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands, so there is a brand new beginning that's coming in for you. There's a decision about a brand new beginning, whether or not you want to take action towards this, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. All right, so let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification. Okay, let's clarify the Page of Swords. All right, the Page of Swords is clarified by the Lovers card, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is good that the Nine of Swords is in reverse because what a lot of you are learning, which has been a part of your challenge in the past, is that a lot of you allowed fear and anxiety to take you over. And instead of being a victim to fear and anxiety, a lot of you are finding and learning ways to deal with this. I do feel you're giving love a second chance, and this is a big part of your challenge because although you give love a second chance and you get involved with this person, you're so enamored, Sagittarius, by this person. It's like you see this person, you're like, oh, you're like a doggy, you're like a doggy who wants water or treats. Like that, okay? And that's a big part of your challenge, right? Because when you finally enter into this love situation, you may be saying, well, where were you all my life? This is, I'm so glad that we're together. But just remember, before you embark on this, make sure you're asking the right questions. Make sure you're being logical about this situation because during this enamored period of you being in love with this person, a lot of things go over your head with Venus retrograde. A lot of things you don't see because you're in some sort of trance, right? So the Page of Swords is your challenge, and the message here for you is I take care of the detail and stay in control. Just because you enter into a relationship and you really like this person doesn't mean you shouldn't ask the right questions and be very logical and analytical about this, because when Mercury starts to go retrograde, which she will at the end of August, there could be some confusion if you avoid asking the right questions, and that's something you should keep in mind, okay? So that's your challenge, Sagittarius. Let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups. You have the Chariot and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So in the recent past, a lot of you walked away from somebody here who there was some sort of issues, emotional issues between you and this person, and you may have decided to move towards new love here in the recent past. And like I said, this new love helped you to get over somebody here who was toxic, somebody here who lied, took advantage of you here in the recent past. Tell me more about the Lovers for Sagittarius. So the Lovers is clarified by the Death. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. A lot of you chose to end a relationship here in the recent past because you felt like you were overgiving to the situation. There was a lack of equal give and take. Although you may have mentioned this in the past and you addressed it, it still didn't make any changes. And this is why a lot of you moved towards new love. And I feel like this new love, this new opportunity that you moved towards made you really, really happy here in the past. Now, in the present moment, there is a huge opportunity that's coming in for you with the Ace of Pentacles, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to clarify that in a moment, but first I want to clarify the Justice. Why is the Justice here in the present moment for Sagittarius? What is it that they need to know? So the Justice is clarified by the Tower. You have the King of Cups and you have the Two of Wands. So in the present moment, I'm really strongly getting that a lot of you want to resolve an issue that you've had with someone here that you really love. Others of you are in separation right now, and there is this strong contemplation of, are we going to work things out? I speak my truth and fairness to myself. Does this person still love me? Do they really want to be with me? I do get a sense here, Sagittarius, that whoever you're dealing with could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or somebody who embodies this energy. They are slowly coming towards you, and I feel like this is a person who has some sort of opportunity for you. I do get a sense here that there's a lot of love, even though there was a breakup or there was a disconnect between you and this person. Eventually, things are going to be set right. And when they are set right, depending on what path you are on right now, what level you're on right now, you know, there's a decision here about whether or not you and this person are going to take up this opportunity to set things right and move forward, to actually bring things back into balance here. Tell me more about this person in the present moment for Sagittarius, Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So yeah, there is a strong energy here of you and this person separating or disconnecting because you have a difference in opinion or views at times. And this is what creates some sort of blocked energy. However, there's still this desire of wanting to be together because you and this person really love each other. And one of the things that I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius, is that you are being challenged. You are being challenged in your love life, okay? You're being challenged in terms of certain things that are taking place that you and your person don't agree on. And this is what, you know, creates some sort of closed off energy. But if you recognize the opportunities here in the present moment to bring things back into balance, for you and this person to get on the same page, it can lead to a huge opportunity. And again, one of the things that I just want to mention about when I do readings, I typically do readings, and sometimes the readings are amazing and they're great. And everybody's like, yeah, Monica, yeah, I love you. You're amazing. You're great. But then when I do the readings and they're not that great, and you know, there's a dark cloud or there's something that you need to work on, all of a sudden I'm a bad person. So just remember this and just keep in mind, don't be that person who, you know, watches readings and you expect everything to be, you know, candy color coded. Like, this is about you learning and recognizing how you play a role in this relationship and how your person plays a role and what is required for you both to bring things back into balance, because there will be times when relationships are turbulent, Tower. And there is this feeling in the present moment that, you know, maybe it's done, maybe it's over, maybe we're not going to be together. So this is what you're being called to do, to recognize the opportunity, okay? Because a lot of you, especially Sagittarius, you know, I've had some of you come on and say, oh, Monica, you know, well, you talk about opportunities all the time. There's no opportunity coming in. Babe, you don't see the opportunity because you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. So if I tell you there's an opportunity coming in and you're ignoring it, or you're not recognizing it, or you're not seeing it for what it is, it's your job to identify the opportunity. So let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles and let's see what this opportunity is all about, how you can take advantage of this opportunity. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles in the present moment for Sagittarius. Eight of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Hangman. You have a choice. Your choice is to either sit back and let life happen to you, or take action and work towards what it is that you're passionate about, work towards what it is that you want. A lot of you need to put your head down and you need to work in order to have this opportunity. Sometimes opportunities come, and the reason why we don't take advantage of these opportunities is because we don't work for them. We think that by sitting back, it's just gonna happen for us. But no, this is about you being active and taking actions necessary to take advantage of this opportunity. It's connected to your work, or it's connected to working things out with someone. So you have a choice. You can either sit back and let life happen to you, or you can be the one that takes advantage of the opportunities to make it happen. And that's what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Five of Cups here. There is some sort of disappointment. Let's talk about that first and see why that's showing up for you. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is clarified by the Star. You have the Judgment and you have the Family card. So in the near future, there's this realization that something here occurs in the near future. Some of you find out, and I'm just going to say this, it's not going to resonate with all of you. I'm just letting you know what I feel. And it's, you know, again, sometimes it's going to be positive. Sometimes it's not going to be so positive. Some of you find out this person's cheating, or this person's entertaining a third party, and it comes to light, and there's a family involved here, okay? And, you know, the feeling here of something becoming difficult and hard starts to show up. I love and care for myself first. So a lot of you realize, or are realizing in the near future, that you need to care for yourself. You need to be logical about a romantic situation instead of rushing in and thinking, oh, I'm in love. I have my rose-colored glasses on. Oh, you need to also be logical. Some of you, it's too late. You become too logical too late, okay? And again, some of you are entertaining a marriage or a commitment where this person's entertaining someone else, or you're involved in a relationship where, you know, there's no labels. And again, the label thing, the idea of not having a label is very strong now with Venus retrograde, because a lot of us are saying, oh, you know, I don't need the papers. I don't need this. I don't need that. We're just going to cohabitate and everything's going to be fine. But then, you know, when something happens in the relationship and we're challenged, which is what's happening for many of you in the present moment, in the near future, when a third party happens, a lot of us aren't surprised because there was issues in the first place that weren't addressed and dealt with. So let's talk about the Ten of Wands in the near future for Sagittarius. What is it that they need to know? And again, this reading is not going to resonate with all of you. So some of you may say, this is not my reading. It's because you don't need a reading, hun. You don't need, if your life is perfect, there's meadows upon meadows with green grass and fruit trees, and, you know, there's I don't know, no clouds in the sky, then, you know, you don't really need my reading. Reading is here for people who need it, okay? Just keep that in mind. Ten of Wands. You have the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords, yeah, and the Emperor. Four of Swords and the Three of Swords. There's the third party here for many of you, okay? The stability of some relationship, the stability of something here starts to become challenged closer to the end of the month, because Mercury starts to retrograde in Virgo. And Virgo is squared your sun, moon, and rising. When Mercury's there, it's squaring your sun, your moon, or rising, depending on where it is astrologically in your chart. So what Spirit is saying in the near future is, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. There's a decision that you may need to make about a relationship. You may need to choose yourself first over this relationship, especially if this person you're involved with is choosing a third party over you. And this is why the Six of Wands is here in terms of what you don't see coming, because a lot of you are going to choose to have a new beginning that involves you moving forward and maybe possibly separating from this person. Some of you are really disconnecting from this. You're manifesting this, okay? There may be a period of time where you decide to disconnect, all right? So let's let's get some advice. Intense reading, I know it's not going to be for all of you, but I need to give the reading to those of you who need it. Okay, so let's get some advice. Oh, that's too many cards. Let's get some advice for Sagittarius. You have the Strength, the Nine of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Your biggest piece of advice, Sagittarius, is to recognize that there will be opportunities, bigger and better opportunities that are coming in for you. This is about you, Sagittarius, cultivating the strength that you have within yourself to override the anxiety that you're facing. A lot of you are worried about something. You're having a hard time sleeping at night. You know, there could be issues with money, bills, your relationship, whatever the case may be. Do not allow your mind to overconsume you, which leads to anxiety. Instead, cultivate the strength within yourself. Okay, I can deal with whatever comes my way in order to recognize the opportunities that are coming in, because during times of pressure, during times of challenges, during times of situations in our life where we're worried, we can easily turn that around if we're logical about the situation, if we cultivate the strength within us to truly see the opportunities that are in front of us. Because you're Sagittarius, opportunities are there. The question is, are you going to see them, or are you going to allow anxiety to take you over? The choice is going to be yours. Sagittarius is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.